Hello, Tommy here from Overland Transportation System with an introduction of my new series, which is going to be in N scale. I've been in N scale for 20 some years. I've built a couple different layouts over that time, and this year here I featured a Christmas layout that was just Kato UniTrack set up on a couple tables. Well, Christmas is over, the Christmas tree is down. I left the white felt on the tables, added a third table, and I'm going to turn the camera around and introduce what my plans are for this new series. Alrighty, let's get right to it. Okay, so as you can see, I have white felt on the top of 3 tables, and this is going to be the basis for my new N-scale build. After Christmas was over and we took the tree down and took the 12 Days of Christmas train away, I put out my regular roster and decided to leave the track in place and got back onto my track program, AnyRail, and decided to add a third table and see what I could do with it. What I think I'm going to do is put blue foam on top of the 3 tables that you see here, and to use a term from the theater that I learned from Boomer Dioramas on YouTube. He's got a whole history in theater production, set building and whatnot, and anything that is temporary that can be moved is just called wild. Well, I kind of like that term, and so I thought I would try building this whole entire layout wild. I have this first table here is an interior door that is 36 wide by 7 feet long. The next table over here that it joins into is a plastic folding table that is 8 feet long by 30 inches wide. And this third table is yet again another interior door that is 3 by 4 feet. Each of these are covered in white felt, and I just have Kato UniTrack on top of it. Wild, as Boomer Diorama says. It is not glued down. I don't intend to. What I think I want to try to do here is expand the track plan down into this table, and this is kind of what I've got in mind here. I'll have to modify it a little tiny bit over here where I have that loop, or not the loop, but the curve coming in. I will turn that straight, and that will be a yard back in this area here. Let me flip this up, see it a little better. And where this track does curve down in will become this track, which I plan to be a second level. As the train comes where it is right now, it will have a turnout, and it will come down into this table that I'm standing behind, and it will go around and elevate as it does. Make sure I have at least 3 inches of clearance in this area, and it will just go up a little tiny bit into like an elevated mountain area, come around and come back on itself. So this area here will become a reverse loop, and to turn the train back in the direction that it heads out, this line right here, that will be where my passing siding is right now, that there will be a reverse loop also. So what I want to do, and we'll find out together if it works, I plan to take glue and stack layers of blue foam and shape them, and on the workbench do all the landscaping. And seeing that this is a nice flat surface already, I can put the blue foam right on top I can build my hills and whatnot on the bench. And I'm going to leave this as a winter scene. Being this is going to be at Christmas time a Christmas layout, I'll just leave the white felt on here. And we'll put the blue foam on top in between the tracks, do all my landscape, and landscape it to be winter. And we'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. So this is going to be my new N scale layout endeavor, and together we'll see how this thing works out. Alrighty, so with that, I'll just be quiet for a minute, and we'll just follow this D&H GP9 around the track, and then we'll turn it off and call this one a wrap. Alrighty. Alrighty, so there we have it. As you can see here, one thing I did not mention, this layout will be DC. My HO is my first jump into DCC. My background is really in DC. I don't plan to have a lot of blocks and all that kind of stuff, although I will have to do what I have to have my 2 reverse loops. But I'll have one controller here, and I'll have a controller over on the other side where the yard is. That'll be isolated. And that's about it for this right now. So when I get some more track and I get the foam risers to start my elevation, we'll update with part 2, part 3, and on we go. So we'll catch you later, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.